Hey, how you doing today? I am Tequila Coleman. In today's video, I'm going to answer one of the questions that was asked from our community. So the question read, let's say that circumstances are such that the prodigal is married to a counterfeit and chosen one is also married to a counterfeit. Will God disrupt these unions in order for the kingdom marriage to come together? Will he cause the counterfeits to become severed and remove them? Religious minded would espouse that God would never dissolve a marriage, even if it is an Ishmael covenant. What is your perspective on this situation? So my perspective on this is that number one, God is a covenant keeping God. Okay. Now God would make it crystal clear. Okay. He probably was making it crystal clear before the two of you got married to these counterfeit and Ishmael, but he probably wasn't paying attention. But it's not that God will dissolve these marriages, but it will be crystal clear. It will be known to the both of you that this isn't God ordained, right? And I can say this with full confidence because when it's God ordained, when you are with your God ordained spouse, they are the ones that meet the needs in the other spouse. Okay, when you with a counterfeit, those needs never get met, right? They might do things that you like or appreciate, but yet on the inside you still have this yearning, you still have this desire, right, for like true love, right? You have this desire to be respected as a man, right? But when you're with the wrong one, you don't get that respect you always was looking for. When you with Ishmael, Ishmael doesn't meet your affection need, right? They doesn't respond to you the way how God built you. Okay. So I hope you all are understanding what I'm saying here. So it would be made known and crystal clear to the both of you that maybe we rushed into this, right? You might start saying things like this to yourself. Maybe we rushed into this. Maybe, we have outgrown one another, right? You may even start seeing signs where the two of you are now sleeping in, separate bedrooms, right? Now, one person is staying at work all day, dreading coming home, right? So it will be made known that this isn't God ordained, okay? And this isn't the person who God has for you. But God, I don't believe that God would come in and tell you to divorce this particular person, because God honors covenant. Okay? I don't believe he would tell you that. It would be made known crystal clear that this individual is not the one for me, right? Now, and then the two of you would have to come to this decision. Are we going to make this work? Am I willing to learn my husband, or am I willing to learn my wife to where I can meet their needs? I could try to meet their needs, try to love them, try to, respect them, right? Try to give, this marriage a chance to work. The two of you might get to that place in your marriage, but I don't believe God will come in and break the marriage up. No, he will make it crystal clear you with the wrong one. He sure will. And that's naturally built in us, okay? It's naturally built in. Because when you read about the prodigal son, when he left home and he was out in the wild living, he was in that prodigal lifestyle. Once he spent all his money, he was spending his money on prostitute, just wild reckless living, right? It's a verse in that chapter where it say, no one fulfill that longing that was within him. No one, right? No one fulfilled that longing that was on the inside of him. He didn't get that fulfilled until he went back home to his father, right? And I really believe that is what he places that in us, right? Before we get married, he places that in us as a guide for us to know when we enter into these counterfeit relationships or these Ishmael relationships. It's a guide to let us know this not the right one. We hear the red flags, right? Our intuition is going off, but yet we might like them so much, we might even love them. Our heart might love the individual, and so we still hold on. We try to make it work. We even go as far as marrying this person, thinking and hoping, well, hopefully, we'll grow together, they would change and get better, when no, they might get worse or things never would change, right? So, it's God ordained because they would touch you. They would touch your heart in ways where others couldn't touch you. They would meet certain needs in you where others, they didn't even attempt to meet those needs, right? The two of you, you would know. That's all I can say. You would know when this is God ordained, okay? But to go back to answer your question, I don't believe God will disrupt this union. The fact that the two of you will be feeling it on the inside, that maybe we rushed into this, that's what's going to disrupt this union, okay? When the two of you see the love has gone, it has left the marriage, now we sleeping in separate rooms, that's what's going to disrupt this union, right? It's going to be made crystal clear. I'm with the wrong one, but just like Dr. Faith said, when you say I do and marry this particular person, they become the right one because you have now entered into a covenant, right? So I would recommend you go back to God, talk more to God about this and see what he has to say about it. God really does speak back. If you don't get anything from me, I really want to encourage everyone in knowing that God, he does speak back. He answers his children, okay? So I want to encourage you to go back to God, talk to God about, the one you married, and see what he say to you. He might tell you how to make things right in your own marriage. You just never know, God's advice on the situation, okay? So that is my perspective. It's not that they are being religious minded. I think what they're trying to say is God honors covenant. I think that's what they're trying to say. God honors covenant, and he would never advise a person to divorce this particular person because they are a counterfeit. No, he would make it known. Okay? He would make it known by what he placed on the inside of us, right? Because we would start knowing, I'm not getting my needs met with this individual, right? You would still be yearning and longing for certain thing, and it don't have to be like material thing. It could be something as, I'm yearning for true love. I'm yearning for affection. I'm yearning for respect, right? Little things like this. I'm yearning for peace, and because I don't have peace, I don't want to go home, right? These are these little small things that will become crystal clear, like, I think I made the wrong decision here, right? So I hope my answer was clear. Go back to God, see what he has to say about the situation, and allow him to lead you, going forward, okay? So that is it. I am Tequila Coleman. I will talk to you all real soon. Take care.